Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, guys, is going to be a really exciting video for me to do for you guys because I'm going to be reviewing the Alice Looking Through the Glass Urban Decay limited edition eyeshadow palette. I think I saw this about a month or two ago, a sneak peek of it on Instagram, and I was so excited. I was like, I will get that palette because I love Alice in Wonderland. This is like my childhood. This was my favorite movie. I'm just so obsessed with everything about the movie. It's just so weird, and I can't wait till this movie comes out, which by the time I post this video, this movie might be out in theaters already, but if not, I can't wait. And yeah, so basically Urban Decay made a limited edition palette, and it was around the theme of Alice in Wonderland, and they also had a few lipsticks out, which I personally wasn't a fan of the colors, so I wasn't really that intrigued to buy them, but this I was like, definitely. So this one costs $60, and it's about the same price as their Vice palettes, and it has 20 shadows, so I think for $60 you're really getting a good amount of shadows, especially for Urban Decay's quality. I do feel like Urban Decay is one of the best high-end brands out there. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the palette. I'm gonna review it a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I got this look that I'm wearing using this. It's very fresh and springy, and it's just perfect for this time of year. So I did order my palette from Sephora, and it came out to $64 with tax, and I did get it with 2-day shipping. I do have the Sephora flash shipping, and if you guys don't know what that is, basically it's like you pay $10 and you have a year of 2-day shipping for free, no matter what you buy. And that really comes in handy. So if you buy a lot of things from Sephora and you're like me, you hate paying shipping and you want your things like now, then you should try signing up for their flash subscription because it is awesome. Basically, this is just the box that it comes in, and in the front it just has this really nice pattern, and it's kind of risen. As you can see, the mirror is a little risen, and it says Disney's Alice Looking Through the Glass. So it's a really pretty box. Everything about this palette is beautiful. Up here it says Urban Decay, Alice Looking Through the Glass once again. So on the back it says Urban Decay and Alice Looking Through the Glass. And right here it says, we can definitely relate to the Cheshire Cat's proclamation, we're all mad here. So when Disney asked us to jump down the rabbit hole with them again and collaborate on the Alice sequel, of course we said yes. Loaded with 20 all-new shades, this limited edition palette is a trippy tribute to our favorite characters from the film: Alice, Mad Hatter, Miranda, Elizabeth, and Time. Match up the columns to steal their looks, or mix them up, or mix these shades to create countless others. And it says the same thing in another language, but you guys get the point. So I just found this out last week that this is the second Alice in Wonderland palette that Urban Decay came up with. They did have their first limited edition Alice in Wonderland palette when the first Alice in Wonderland movie came out. Well, the first like real people movie, not the animation, which was I think in 2010. Which I never even heard of that one because honestly in 2010 I was probably like in 8th grade or something, and I didn't really care much about makeup. And yeah, I was looking for it and I couldn't find it, and I'm afraid to go on eBay because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be super expensive. I'll go check it out and put it down below so you guys can know. So yeah, so then right here it has all of the characters, which is Alice, the Mad Hatter, Miranda, Elizabeth, and Time, which I don't really know too much about these two. I'm a little confused. Maybe I need to see the movie. And right here is all the shades, which we will go into in a second. So yeah, I'm just gonna be opening up the box, and here is our beautiful palette. So the front of it looks exactly like the box, and the side does too. The only thing that are different is these sides, and right here is our palette, which we're not gonna look at yet, guys. And this is really, really cute because right here it has this little quote, and basically it just says, I know who I was when I got up this morning, but I must have changed several times since then. And this palette, guys, is just so beautiful and so inspiring. You're gonna hear me say this like 20 times throughout this video. So basically the palette opens up like this, and And it has a mirror here and it says "We're all mad here." And right here it has another quote, and this one just says, "I'm not strange, weird, off, nor crazy. My reality is just different from yours." So this one has a lot of nice quotes in here, very inspiring. Okay, I'm gonna take the actual palette out because I don't want it to fall out while I'm showing you guys the rest. So right here you have beautiful butterfly, and it's like it moves as you move these flaps. It's very, very pretty. This palette is really a steal for its price, especially since it's limited edition. This is gonna go up, guys. I am more than 100% sure that if you don't get this palette and it sells out, you're gonna see this on eBay for more than $100 in a few months. So if you want it, go get your hands on it. I know it's still available in Ulta, Sephora, and on the Urban Decay website, so you can pretty much get it if you really want it. So that's the packaging of the palette. And to go on to the actual palette, it pulls out here, which I love this palette. I love everything about it, but I don't like that it just pulls out because it can easily just fall out, as you can see. And there is our palette. It is so beautiful, guys. So it has 20 shades, and this is basically just like a little box. And it does come with a brush, just like all of the Vice palettes do. And I use this brush right now, that's why it's dirty. And it says Urban Decay, and it has that same theme going on. This is a really pretty brush, guys. I hardly use these brushes, but today I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try just because I'm reviewing the palette. So that's the brush, guys. And right here is all the beautiful colors. Oh my god, I can't get over this palette. It's so pretty. So at first, like just by looking at the palette, I literally thought that this was like 3D and that the eyeshadow was like in there and that this was like mirror. But once you actually see it, it's just like cardboard white and black, and it just gives it that look, which is super cool. I think that's really creative, guys. So let's get into the swatches so I can show you all these beautiful colors. Okay, so the first row right here is the Alice row. So I guess these are colors that I guess mimic Alice's personality. I'm not sure, but like they said, they just had all of our favorite characters in the palette. So the first one right here, we're gonna go down this row, and the first one is called Looking Glass, and this is like a matte baby pink. It looks a little white to me, but it does have baby pink in it, and it appears matte, but once you put it on, it actually has like a little sheen to it. So it's matte with a little bit of sheen. Next color is this one right here, and this one is called Reflection. And this is like a matte peach, very light color. You can hardly see it on my skin tone because I am a little tanned right now, but I am liking this color a lot, especially to use like as a base for me because I have dark skin anyways, so this would be a great base for me. The next color that I'm going to show you guys is this one right here, and this one's called Dormouse. And this one's just like your transition shade, a matte chestnut color, perfect for everyday use. And the last color in the Alice row is Metamorphosis, and this one's a little different from the other ones I've shown you. This one's like a matte blue, and this one reminds me of Alice's dress, so I'm assuming that's why it's in this row. So the next row right here that we're gonna go through is the Mad Hatter's row, and this one's the one that is a little more on the crazy side. These colors don't really match with each other, but I was gonna ask you guys if you want to see like Mad Hatter inspired makeup tutorial, go ahead and comment it down below because I would love to do that for you guys. So the first color is called Hatter, and this one is your shocking green color. This is just like your general green, and this is a matte color. Next color is Gone Mad, a matte metallic purple. Does that make sense? This one is like a little matte, but it does have specks of glitter in it, and this is like your deep plum color. Next we have Paradox, and this is a beautiful shimmery metallic peach color. And the last one in this row is Cake, and this is your beautiful metallic pink color. This is a hot pink, a really nice fuchsia pink. So moving on to the next row, which is this one right here, and this one is called Morena, and like I said, I'm not sure who that is, so I'm guessing that's gonna be a new character. I guess I'll just have to wait and see. So the first one in this row is called Lily, and this one's a really beautiful iridescent color because as you can see here, it looks like a shimmery color but kind of just like a cream. And once you put it on, it has like a lilac-y iridescent shade. I really like this. This reminds me a lot of the Makeup Geek duochrome shadows. The next one is Duchess, which again, this one's another one of those kind of duochrome shades because it's pinky, but if you look at it another way, it comes out a little peachy, and these are both shimmery shades. The next one in this row is called Kingdom, and this one is just your shimmery neutral color, your basic neutral for everyday use. And the last one in this row is called Chessboard, and this one's basically just like a darker version of Dormouse. A darker transition shade, maybe for a darker skin tone, or even just for the outer V area. And if I'm pronouncing any of these words wrong, feel free to correct me down below. I'm sorry. Moving on to the second to the last row, which is this one right here, and this is Erasabeth, or Irasabeth. I don't know how to say her name. Another new character, I believe. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that row. The first one in that row is probably one of my favorite ones from this palette, which I did use today, and it is called Heads Will Roll. And this is like a beautiful shimmery teal color. It's kind of matte, it's not completely shimmery, but it does have specks of glitter in it, and it's a really beautiful color for this time of year. Next we have Bandersnatch, which is a matte navy. It's not a cobalt, but it's not a navy. It's kind of in between, but it's a really beautiful blue. And the third one in that row is called Salison Grum. And I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And this is just like a metallic reddish orange. It's really pretty, and it's a really unique color. It's not cranberry, it's not red, it's not orange. It's like all of those combined in one color. The last one in this row is called Royal Flush. And this is basically just like your classic shimmery white highlighting shade, which I believe is a must in every single palette. Moving on to the last row, which is this one right here, and this one is called Time. And I'm not sure if there's gonna be a character actually called Time, or if it's just called Time because, you know, like they always have their little clock and they're always saying they're late. I'm not sure, I guess we'll find out. So the first shadow in this row is called Time. And this one is at your true shimmery navy color. It's really beautiful for a night out. The next color is called Dream On, and it's basically like a glittery lavender color. This one is very sheer. You can see through it, so I would probably use this as a topper for another shadow, but I don't know if I'm crazy about it on its own because it's very sheer. The third color in this row is called Chronosphere, and this is like your darker neutral color. This one's like coffee color, really beautiful, and it's shimmery. And the last shadow in this row and the last shadow in the palette is this one right here. And this one's called Mirror, and this is just your matte dark gray. So basically that's all the shadows in this palette, and I really like this palette because it has a lot of neutrals mixed with a lot of pops of color. You don't see that a lot in the Urban Decay palettes. It's either you have neutrals or you have your crazy colors. But this one is a perfect mix of both. But the only thing that I'm not too crazy about is, like I said, the packaging is not too safe. It can easily fall out of here. This is where the palette was. But it is a beautiful packaging as far as like limited edition, collectors and everything. This palette is beautiful. And yeah, so I'm blown away always by the quality of Urban Decay shadows. I think Urban Decay is one of the best. They have really buttery and blendable shadows. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I got this look that I'm wearing today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And please leave down in the comments if you want to see any special tutorials using this palette, because I would be more than happy to do that for you guys. So thanks for watching. Bye! Bye.